Hey folks, quick tip for you. Whether you're pitching a jig with a crawler or a jig with a minnow, it's going to kind of determine what type of jig you're going to use. If I'm using a night crawler, you know, usually around when the water temperature hits 50, I'm going to go to night crawlers until probably September. It's a good mix, but by October, I'm straight up, you know, minnows and chubs if you're using live bait. Long shanks, I want to put, you know, tie that crawler all the way up there, you know, about an inch into the hook, and then straight off without the bend, so that thing's hanging there natural and kind of floating in the water, so I can get that hook a little bit further back on a, you know, a nice long crawler, or whether you use a 1/2 or 2/3. That hook's going to be further down, hopefully increasing your hookups. Live bait like minnows, you know, I'm going to go with a short shank, and minnows are obviously considerably smaller, but get that minnow head right up, you know, tight to the jig head. I go through the mouth and out the back of the head. You know, if I'm pitching it or dragging it, it doesn't need to maintain, you know, it doesn't need to be a live minnow. Sometimes if I'm vertical with the minnow, I'll go long, just to come through the gills and keep that away, just so it's got a little bit more action if I want to keep that thing alive. But 90% of the time, the live bait, you know, a minnow, I'm going to go with the short shank. Chubs, that's a whole different story there, but you can definitely, you know, put a chub on a jig head as well. So on that case, you may have to go with a longer shank so you can try to get that hook back into that chub a lot further, unless you're using a stinger hook. But moral of the story is minnows, short shank, night crawlers, long shank, same purpose as with plastics. You want to get that hook further back into the bait. So there you go, that's your tackle tip.